In the southwestern corner of the world of Mirabellis, beneath the third hottest of her suns, lies the...
Hello, weary adventurers, and welcome. My name is Stone Mountain, and this is Downtime, the only post-episode show that takes the time to get down. And then this is where we'll cut in, like, disco music or, like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
We're not cutting any of this. We're leaving all of this as is.
Okay, I'll make my own music. We are here to debrief about the roll call main campaign episode that you, the viewer, hopefully just watched, because we're going to talk about spoilers, our favorite moments, leading conspiracy theories, and the most memeable bits we can think of. But to get us started, it's time for an icebreaker! Yes, that's right. The best way for you, the audience, and us, the players and GM, to learn more about our characters is with a good old-fashioned icebreaker. And what better way to pick our icebreaker than with chaos and just darn luck? Can somebody roll me a D10?
A D10?
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Wait, shit.
The energy I'm bringing in.
I always forget what it looks like.
Do you want this, Drew? All right, I'll give it to Drew.
That's a 10.
Whoa. Let me go to my handy-dandy list of questions.
This is terrifying, for the record.
Okay, the good news. The 10 is our casual questions. Can someone else roll me a D20?
I'll roll the D20. 12.
Okay.
2012, the year the world was supposed to end.
Okay, this is actually a very appropriate one, seeing as how where a large chunk of our time was spent in the episode. What does everyone think if they had their druthers, if we weren't trapped in a weird Duskrith bar where we're being served sunshine that burns on the way down? What is your character's drink of choice? Why don't we start? I'm sorry, I'm still in charge. Why don't we start? JP gave me all this power, and I don't know what to do. Yeah. Why don't we start with Ben? Alden, excuse me.
All right, let me channel Alden for a second. Let's see.
Not this.
Alden's drink of choice would probably be a nice refreshing mint julep.
That does sound right. Just kidding, I love him. Percival, you were not liking the drinks that were served to you. What would be Percival's drink of choice?
Percival would probably sip on a crisp martini. Probably, yeah.
He totally would.
The options at this bar were not up to his standards.
Twig, what would be your drink of choice?
Well, I think Twig probably doesn't have the most refined palate, simply because of the cost of drinks around the world. But I do think he probably has the most experience with the cheaper stuff, so he probably likes those like thicker ales, like a porter or a stout, like one you kind of have to chew on the way down because it's the best bang for your buck.
Madge, tell me.
Madge wants a lukewarm potato vodka.
She's perfect. She's perfect. Never change. She's perfect.
And she's going to sip on it nice and slow.
Oh my God.
That is awful. That is awful. God. It's like a plastic bottle of Popov.
Stone is scared of Madge. Zero doesn't know about this. Stone's scared of Madge, but loves her.
Yeah, oh, Madge.
And you know how there's like a worm in certain types of mezcal? There's just a singular button at the bottom of the bottle.
It's the Madge special. She takes the button from her pocket and drops it in and gives it a nice little
Really
squish.
activates the
does.
flavor.
It
It
instantly
does.
changes
You gotta
color.
swish it. You gotta
Switch it
swish
It's
it.
like, well, yeah, when you have like a Guinness can and it has like the weird plastic thing in the bottom to make it all fluffy. That's what her button does to the vodka.
Well, there you have it. I think that Zero has a bit of a sweet tooth. And if you watched our session 0.5 and this episode a little bit, Zero is fond of the drink, newly fond of the drink. So I think he would want like a boozy milkshake. I think he's probably had like one milkshake in his life and thought it was the best thing in the world. And he's had like 3 drinks in his life and loves the stuff. And now can't stop thinking about what if I was able to combine those. So I think he'd want like I don't know what booze you put in milkshakes.
Like a Kahlua or a Bailey's or something like that.
Something like that. And JP, what's
Which character?
Elbow and Boris's favorite drinks?
Elbow and Boris. Elbows is almost certainly his own creation. I like to imagine that he has a little cocktail called Elbow Grease, and it's literally just like sunshine mixed with whiskey. And by sunshine, I mean the terrible stuff. Whereas I actually, hot take, I don't think Boris drinks. I think Boris is too dedicated to the muscles. He's like, that would hurt my gains, bro. I don't drink. Like that's Boris's vibe.
You gotta respect them. I do. Besides Boris, I worry for the livers of all the occupants of Duskrith if they're mixing their what is essentially stronger moonshine with hard liquor. That's their
Theoretically, that the whiskey would like sit on top of the moonshine too, which would be really gross.
Oh, it really would. I need you to, like this makes Everclear look like child's play.
The people of this city are sick.
It's like adding hard liquor to extra hard liquor.
We have to help them.
That's the real campaign is saving the livers of the people.
Saving this town from alcoholism and liver and kidney failure. And a noble quest it is. Gee whiz, I don't even know where to start. So much happened. We met all of our characters. I have a couple notes that I marked down that I thought were some of the most noteworthy moments. We of course could talk ad nauseum about Boris and his horrifying portents, which was just every other sentence is something really, really messed up. I actually want to start us on a more serious note. Ben, what goes through your head, and when do you think you'll face trial for your actions for making both, I believe, Bitcoin and Cinemark movie theaters canon? And actually, no, I'm sorry. Before you answer that question, it's AMC movie theaters that play that ad.
No, I know.
So you've not only brought these things into the canon, you've warped it, you've corrupted it.
Yeah. What
And
else
you're
would I
sick.
do?
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, not to point fingers, but I do want to just go back to a moment that just lit up my soul like a Christmas tree, where I was told, I trust you to interpret this Nat 1. And I said, I got you. Challenge accepted.
I've made mistakes before, and I'll make them again.
And it's, if I'm being honest, the place that my mind goes to is a dark place, not in that it's frightening, but in that it's like walking through like the world's largest coat check room with your eyes shut and then just being like, how does this coat feel? How does this coat feel? Until one just like immediately jumps out to you.
That's honestly beautiful. And I think it's just really upsetting that you don't care who gets hurt in the process. Nicole Kidman, I'm a huge fan. Please come on the show, Nicole Kidman. We can set this right. You could play a guest character, and we could I don't know, some chronergy. We could set this right.
Not a lot of people know this, but
I love her.
Nicole Kidman was the inspiration for Boris. Not a lot of people know that.
That's crazy because in the third sentence, maybe second sentence that you described Boris, you said the freckles are almost cute, but the face is the opposite of cute.
Nicole, that was a joke. That was a joke. I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry.
I can't speak for the others. I'm such a huge fan of your filmography, of the AMC ad, not Cinemark, and I can't apologize enough. Please come on the show. Please let me make this right.
Yeah, we are A-list members here, and
And I am.
Actually,
and I am. We got to move on before we get contacted by Nicole Kidman's team with a cease and desist. This is more of a PSA than a group discussion, but it occurred to me as we were playing that new listeners might not know what I believe it was Drew and JP mean and repeated over and over what a dirty, filthy, slutty 20 is. And sort of as the rules lawyer, as the rule follower, I just wanted to take the time to new listeners, do not be concerned, do not be disturbed. On a D20, you can roll a natural. Where is it? You can roll a natural 20, but sometimes we have modifiers. So if you were to roll the dice and I get, say, an 18, and I add 2 to that, that's not a natural 20. That's an unnatural 20. And some people have taken it upon themselves. Some people, not pointing fingers, Drew and JP, to exacerbate that term into something grotesque and perverted and multisyllabic in its... No, I'm joking. I totally
think it's a very sex-positive slutty 20.
You're right.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
What's
I'm
your
sorry.
problem with Slutstone?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's on me.
We're not
You're the
slut-shaming
one.
our dice.
No.
No slut-shaming our dice right now.
Yeah. My
Also,
dice is sexually empowered and can do whatever it wants.
Also,
I
I believe in our group's inception, the dirty 20 has a deeper meaning in that we used to only refer to them as dirty 20s, but then there was a certain night where people were rolling for performance in a certain bedtime activity, and I think it was 3 dirty 20s happened, and those were filthy, slutty, dirty 20s. And that is how that became a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't over here. It wasn't me. It wasn't Drew that invented that term. It wasn't even Ben, even though you'd think it'd be Ben.
You guys are sick.
Yeah, no, you know who's sick is the person who maybe said that term first.
I
don't know, who
agree,
is it?
Shay. And whoever we're talking about should feel very ashamed of themselves and very grateful that there's no video evidence of that scene. So, in a court of law, it's sort of inadmissible.
Chat. You know what it is. You know it wasn't us. You know the criminal. I'll see you in court.
I'll see you in court.
I'll see you. I'm done.
Eyewitness
Bring us a
accounts
lawyer.
famously hold up super well in court.
Super well.
I'm done.
We will not be slandered.
Is there anything that sticks? I hit all the memes first, and now trying to be serious and talk about the episode is super difficult. Was there any favorite moments that stuck out to people about the episode that you want to shout out? Shout out some roses, please.
I have a rose to shout
Patrick.
out. I love that Madge comes from the swamp and therefore has a Louisiana accent. As a Southerner, that just makes me very happy.
When JP and I were creating the character, we had like a 3-hour ooky spooky Discord call, and Murray Lumen, where Madge is from, he did mention that the people in there had sort of a like Southern-ish kind of vibe. He was like, you can do the accent or you can't. And our first session, I, in the moment, decided that she would be Southern and just shot the shit for sure. And definitely just made that decision in the moment. And I was like, because I had no clue. And then it came out and I went, this feels right. This feels right for Madge.
And actually, what's fun about that is I did, if we should ever get to go there, my inspiration for Marais Lumen literally is Cajun French for the Marsh of Light. So it is literally, the swamp itself is inspired a little bit by Cajun French and a little bit of Cajun culture and Louisiana culture. So I'm glad you caught that.
I just want to piggyback to say also giving a rose to Madge. There's something about the combination of the accent and Madge's like silent killer one-liners. Like she doesn't say a lot, but when Madge speaks, like the room goes still. The chat blows up. The t-shirts for merch are immediately printed. Like everything she says is just gold. And the accent helps, but it's also what she's saying is just fucking hilarious every single time. The first line that she said was, or first or second was, they tried to put me in a bucket, or was it a barrel? I couldn't tell. I don't know. I'm butchering it. It was so funny. I'm so glad I was muted because I screamed. I screamed out loud.
It was really funny.
In our 0.5, there was...
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
There is a moment where Madge, the so-called bucket or barrel, she gets flung out of it. And her first line of the season is, "Oh, there I go."
Which I wish were in the main season because that would be on merch. That's a front runner for
new
merch.
Madge catchphrase. Oop, there I go.
There I go.
Oh, there I go.
Oh, there. I'm
Really tempting offer to join our Patreon.
No.
If you want to see the origin of Oop, There I Go, please become a patron. You
That
can see the
phrase-
full session point
I
5.
will make that phrase come back in the season for sure.
Thank
It
you
has
for that.
to.
And you're right. And you're right to do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other roses? I'm scratching my
I'm
brain.
gonna throw a rose to Alden after those nat ones on drinking. Brilliant plot progression while being drunk, which I think is actually a really tricky thing to do.
A skill.
It's a very good skill. So I really truly enjoyed that moment. And how you dealt with being level 2 drunk, which you said you leveled up. You're level 3. You leveled down, if anything.
Well, my drunk score leveled up.
I would
Kind of.
like to throw out some roses as well, actually. To
Our
Ben-
GM, what a great person to do it.
Please.
I would like to throw out a rose to Ben's dice for making him that
Yes.
drunk.
Yes.
Storytelling.
Like,
For
thanks for
rolling
telling
a
that
1
story.
on a glass of water.
I can
One
really,
on a glass of water.
I can always count on them to surprise me.
My favorite part of the episode, personally.
I leave them, hot take, I leave them out 24/7 in the window, so they get the sun and the moon. Chaos.
No, that's bad.
I've
That's why-
heard that's bad, but it's not scientifically proven yet. So
Things either go really well or really poorly for me.
Ben's the control group. Actually, we should just start writing it down.
It's kind of true.
Get in the comments. Get in the Reddit. Start tracking our crits and our nat ones. Ben's definitely the lead. I think you rolled like 3 this episode.
My dice stay in the
gonna lie.
dark and the
I
damp.
roll my dice stay in the dark, and I usually roll pretty well, much to your chagrin.
So true. It's because the moon charges them and the sun drains them. I don't know if that's exactly what Emily Axford said, but she definitely talked about the moon. And I listen to anything Emily Axford says.
She also said with Stone, told me she doesn't pick the best dice. She picks like the most interesting dice, the ones that are rolling the most interesting. And I think as a storyteller, that is the best fucking thing ever. And as I've played more D&D, I appreciate my nat ones and my low rolls so much more.
Let's give a rose to Emily Axford for that
My
advice.
my roses for Emily Axford and for JP cutting out in the middle of the fucking session and us losing our
Beautiful,
minds.
beautiful.
God.
Roses for that, yes.
That's my rose.
It
Absolutely.
looked deliberate.
It did.
It was so.
For
beautifully
anyone
timed.
watching, I'm currently in California on somewhat questionable Wi-Fi, and it did so good the whole time until that one moment. And I had no idea what they were laughing at. I just know that it came back and I didn't hear what they said. And I was like, well, I don't want to have to stop. So I just said okay in character. And then they all yelled, clip that. And I was like, what did I just agree to? So I was just like, Elbo's going to go over here now. Y'all carry on.
Yeah,
That
and
is beautiful.
separate roses to JP, because allowing us to be level 20 this early in the campaign is pretty sweet. So I'm so glad you said okay to that.
Man, can I kick people in here? That's how Podcastle works.
I don't think so.
On Discord, if he were to say something like that, I would just kick him out of the video chat.
Well, if only you could, but JP, unfortunately, we're out of time.
No!
You're gonna have to catch us next week on Downtime. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all our Patreon supporters. And we'll catch you the next time we choose to get down. And there's a disco ball effect, and music's playing, and we're all dancing.
We're gonna need to
Okay.
workshop
It's
that,
raining.
I think.
So
We're gonna need
just to be
workshop that.
clear, the opening is a 70s porn intro. The outro is 80s disco.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the progression.
No, I'm not opposed at all. I just wanted to be clear on the on the tone.
80s disco is the rotting corpse of disco, so let's maybe shoot a little bit backwards.
And now we're
we simply
shutting
have to
it
move on. We gotta go.
down.
Thank you. Bye. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Hello, weary adventurers, and welcome. My name is Stone Mountain, and this is Downtime, the only post-episode show that takes the time to get down.
I still don't like that.
Oh,
No,
wow.
we cut in music.
We
We
cut
cut
that,
in
and I
disco
stuck
music.
that.
We cut in ooh-oohs. We're here to debrief about the roll call main campaign episode you hopefully just watched. Talk about our favorite bits, our leading conspiracy theories, and our most memeable moments. But to get us started, it's time for an icebreaker. We decided after much review and discussion that rolling the dice sometimes lands us on really boring questions. So instead, we come up with the question, and we're going to tie it into the episode because that's better. So our question of the day, our icebreaker is, what is your character's happy place? And Twig, go first.
Easy. Okay, so imagine Twig. He's a little guy, and he's sitting there on a rock by a bubbling stream. There are leaves floating down. A soft wind is kind of blowing through the air, and there's nobody else around. It's just him. He's just chilling by the stream. All the sounds are sounds from nature. There's no kind of industrial noise. There's no chattering of crowds. It's just peaceful.
Love that. Percival.
Cut to Percival, chilling in. Imagine we're going to animate all this, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, thank you, animators, by the way, for doing this for us. Cut to Percival on his childhood balcony, overlooking the sprawling city below him. The Valentarian city, almost perched in the clouds, and he sees the glow of the setting sun in the distance, but it's quiet. The balcony is on the rear side of the manor, and he sees nature below him. He also sees, people very far away, but it's the quiet that he finds comforting.
Love. Kaia.
I was gonna say that Kaia doesn't have a happy place. Which is...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's canon. It's canon.
There's a reason. I just like, yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about this a lot. I was trying to like think, okay, what would be her happy place? Because she had a really tough childhood that we won't get into today. I'm sure that'll come up in another Downtime episode. But yeah, I think the closest that she can get to a happy place is when she is proving her worth. So that can be anywhere.
As you said that sentence before, we just have in big, bold words, foreshadowing, pan across the screen.
Thank you, animators, again.
Thank you so much, animators. We're so
we
grateful.
love you. The work is just really impeccable.
Hey, JP, what's Kaylin's happy place?
Kaylin's happy place? Interesting question. I mean, it exists, and you haven't seen it yet, but it is definitely his workshop. He feels... I won't describe it too much because you'll potentially get to see it. If, that is, if all of Dust Drift doesn't explode before the end of next episode. But that's on you.
Big if. Alden.
Ooh, okay. So Alden's happy place is, imagine him with a little backpack sneaking through the woods just outside of Caldrick's Gate to a small clearing where he basically unloads like a leather mat, almost like a picnic blanket, and he starts tinkering out there, but trying to include magical elements to what he's doing under the cover of the forest, since that is not allowed there. And in his mind, when he pictures his happy place, things go well and things whir to life and buzz with arcane energy.
Love. Madge.
Madge's happy place is at home holding hands with her grandmother.
Aww.
And
And
that's
Zero.
that.
I just want to say that is the most
That's so
fascinating choice of words. That's all I'm gonna say.
In big
That's
font.
all I'm gonna say.
Foreshadowing.
I'm not gonna say anything else.
And that's why it's her happy
what
place,
a fascinating
JP.
choice of words. I know.
Oh, no.
I know.
A severed grandma hand.
I just
would
wanted to
imagine.
Yeah, all
I
I was like,
just
is,
wanted
like,
to
is
get-
there, are the hands not attached? Are there more than two of them? Like, what is it?
That's
what I was
for
thinking.
Madge to know and you guys to maybe
This is when
find out
JP
when
turns off his
she...
camera.
Oh, no.
Madge will spill maybe, or maybe she won't. She's unpredictable.
Madge's grandma's an alligator.
Probably.
It's the electric alligator. Electric alligator.
The crocodile?
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Yeah.
They haven't seen the crocodile yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Shh.
One day.
Well, I'll say that's fine only because if you're seeing this, you've also had the opportunity to see the point five, so that's fine.
yes.
I'm fine with that.
The crocodile has made an appearance.
And Zero. Oh, thank you so much for asking. Zero's happy place is backstage as he's getting ready for a show. And there's a moment where his brain tricks himself and he's putting on the show makeup and he doesn't know, he hasn't thought about the part that he's about to play. He's only thinking about that he has to get ready. And the excitement and the nerves of performing bubble up before he remembers that he is not going to walk out to cheers, but to boos. But there's a flicker of a moment where he gets excited to perform, excited to get ready.
Your
So,
happy place
would
is
you
putting
say-
on clown makeup?
Hey, He had a sad life too.
Your happy place is using the inner game of tennis.
Exactly.
For anyone else who had to read that book.
No one gets that reference.
His happy place.
His happy place is flipping through an actor prepares as he puts on crappy con makeup.
Thank you so much.
Circles of attention.
Thank you so much for everyone who got that reference, specifically sophomores at BOCO.
Here's the thing. Do you really think that there isn't a massive Venn diagram here of people who like D&D and BFAs?
The Venn diagram.
It's not a Venn
circle.
diagram. It's a circle.
There's some tiny bit. Some people,
some of them are in tech. Some of them are in tech theater.
Yeah, some people do technical theater and don't worry about the college part.
Sure.
Well, so much happened this episode. There's a lot to cover. I realized, a little peek behind the curtain, while we take our bathroom breaks, I talk a little bit about what we're going to talk about. One of the things we forgot to mention that we were going to talk about, we have a new character and a new player. Kaia was introduced this episode.
Ooh,
and
I forgot too.
What an entrance. Kaia comes in and immediately murders a man. No, actually, it was really sweet. She walks in, she checks on Elbow.
And then murders a man.
And then murders a man.
Very
and then
sweet.
I murder a man. Yeah.
And you did like max damage?
I did, yeah. It's been rolling really well because I was rolling it a couple more times for fun, and I want to show off my dice.
Please do.
Because I got them at the Ren Fair,
Dice
the
tour.
Bristol Renaissance Festival, and they're really, really cute.
Oh, gorge.
Yes, and they have like little gold in them, and I was like, it's like sand.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know if it'll focus.
Oh,
So cute.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
we should have like dice of the week on this show. Just to justify all of us spending too much money on that.
I've already spent
It's a write-off. It's a
Yes,
write-off.
Who writes it off?
The tax people, I assume.
I write it off.
The IRS,
You know,
right?
they write it off.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, IRS, we're big fans. We'd love to have you on the show.
What?
Yes.
What?
Sponsor
No.
us.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Oh.
We do an ad for the IRS. We have to move on, unfortunately. Speaking of that combat, Kaia wasn't the only one to pull some impressive tricks. No, I'm kidding. Madge had a wonderful second turn,
As opposed to the first.
as opposed to her first turn. Which, if you'll go back and watch the episode, you'll see Stone in real life, fully break character and start frantically on mute, typing on his computer to try to figure out how telekinetic movement works. We did figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
If anyone was getting in the comments, don't. We know that it's a loose object or a willing creature. It's more like a mage hand, less like a disarm.
Oh, is this a 2024 update then? Yes, is that?
I don't know if the 2014 Psi Knight was like that, but 2024 for sure. There are telekinetic abilities that can do disarms and like push pulls, but specifically the free one is like to get a ally out of the way or to take something off the ground that has been disarmed and like move it 30 feet away. It's like weak Jedi
You know what I
force.
thought it was? I was thinking it was the telekinetic feat,
which is a great one.
which is a strength save, which is why I was.
Our good friend Nathan, friend of the pod, believes that Psi Knights and Psi... What is the rogue equivalent?
Psi knife.
Psi Knives should both get telekinetic feat for free. Because
think
it
so,
literally,
too.
like, it's just, both of them don't do what the telekinetic feat does, and but it fits, like, so well. Like, it feels like it should be class features. Friend of the pod, Nathan Flash, shout out, my boy. But let's talk about that second turn. We have to. I'm sorry. I can walk us through the brilliance of the giant two-handed ladle.
Well, the giant two-handed ladle came from me and Stone Mountain over drinks discussing D&D, of course, and discussing my character, and we were just trying to figure out. We thought Madge should have like a maul, but it is the strangest thing ever. And Stone immediately threw out a ladle. and we just kept referring to it as the giant ladle as like a placeholder. But then at the end of this like 3-hour conversation, I was like, Stone, I think it just has to be a giant ladle.
First thought, best thought.
And so now Madge's maul is a giant ladle that she thwacks people with.
This is incredible.
I can't tell if it's funnier to picture, because Madge has been described to us and we know she's covered in accoutrement. So I can't tell if it's funnier if this giant ladle has been visible but just sort of sticking out of the pack, or if you have like a Mary Poppins bag on your back where it's like it starts and it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps
That's
going.
what I kind
and this
of
like
wanted.
3-foot long ladle appears.
That's kind of what I envisioned, because I feel like Shaylee has so much going on that she pulls that out and it's like, now this, like, where did, like, what, this is happening too.
Where did you get that?
My grandmother whittled it for me.
That's crazy.
See, this is just adding to my conspiracy because Kaia has no idea where Madge is from.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she got the looks, but she hasn't it's been really intense. So we haven't had time to like properly talk or like actually get to know each other. But when you described pulling out the ladle, which I think was before Kai even came in, Shaylee was like, "Oh, is she a lunch lady? Like, is she?" I just envisioned her with like an apron and like a hairnet on, and then you saying that you got it from your grandma. I was like, "Oh, okay, it's like generational."
No, but also speaking of
heirloom.
lunch lady, we did talk about this right before we started.
We did.
Miss Adine Abernant and I both in our very first combat killed the bad guy. With a ladle. With a ladle.
Your sisters. Siobhan Thompson, we're huge fans. Please come on the show.
I love your ladle work. It's inspired
we love
me
your ladle
deeply.
work.
That's amazing.
I did Madge did the good old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and she thwacked from Alden, and she
got him good.
Hey, sometimes all you gotta do is count.
So true. Well said, Ben. Well, Decius, well urged. I also have to talk about, speaking of interesting fatalities, I guess, we have our magic bear who starts off the encounter summoning, primordial winds and turning into a bear, and it's all very magical and very on theme. And then you close with one of these level 3 weenie bandits, and you describe a gruesomely realistic bear mauling. No fantasy flavor. You walk us through the actions that a bear as a natural predator, apex predator in our food chain would kill a man.
Specifically, if it was a circus bear killing a man, because it walks over on 2 legs,
on its hind legs, talking,
Right,
and then
naturally.
brutally murders him.
Yeah. Bears are no joke. They're scary.
Did you say boo before mauling him?
Yeah, I did.
Or was that
I said boo.
Yeah, you go boo and then maul him.
Yeah.
just like in Grizzly Man.
So
We've all
really,
seen
how
Grizzly Man,
realistic
right?
was it?
So I don't know if you've ever seen a bear attack before.
You're right. The talking bear, I think it was the contrast. We have a magic talking bear. So you think the death is going to be like, boo, whoa, 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 and something silly is going to happen.
No, it's boo mauled
and it's
to
not.
death.
It's boo,
I'm
and
sorry,
then
come again?
Right.
Like
Thank
a
you.
3.
If you're going to go all the way to the end of one spectrum, you need to go all the way to the other end within at least 10 seconds.
I like
You
that.
got a cartoon bear and then CSI murder.
Yeah.
And that's
So wait,
comedy.
So
Comedy's
should
all
be
about
picturing,
subversion.
we should be picturing like Jellystone bears.
I
And
think
then
it
just
should
a
be like-
gruesome mauling.
Like Yogi Bear as he walks over there, and then the camera like cuts, and when it comes back, it's just like full like Revenant Bear.
Perfect.
covered
Thank
in
you.
blood.
Thank you, animators, once again. Fantastic
Thank you
job.
so much for
They're
your
so
work.
good.
We're gonna cut
Thank
to
you.
that right now. Awesome.
And we're back.
That was
Wow.
so
tough.
That
Wow.
was
Crazy
gruesome.
word.
Yeah.
Ben, do you have anything? Ben and JP, do you have anything to say for yourself for this concussed Rust Brand bandit who thinks Alden is his mom?
I
I really don't. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know where from the depths of my soul that came from. I have no answer. It's what I wanted to do, and I'm sticking to it.
And Alden as a drunk yes man, and me as a yes and man, was handed mommy on a silver platter and had
phrasing, start over.
Alden being mommy is now
no, clip it. No,
keep that.
And you can quote me.
All right. I was handed mommy on a silver platter. Quote, Ben.
Merch?
I was gonna say I want that on a t-shirt. That's giving California, I love my slut dad.
Guys, just comment. Comment real quick. Would you buy an I was handed mommy on a silver platter t-shirt?
I can't wear that in public. I'm already not beating the allegations.
Well, would it help?
Wait, which
No.
what do you...
No, that would not
confused
help.
That would not help at all, because you know the shirt's gonna be pink.
That's an off-camera bit, so it sounds like bad allegations, but we're talking about gay allegations.
Which are
Of
great
which he is
allegations.
not.
Of
I
which
just
you
am
are not
not,
beating.
I'm not there.
Right.
Wait, yeah, I'm sorry. Can I ask a very important question? I think this is one. Patrick, would you please tell the people about your heterosexual bookshelf?
Oh, the one right
I'm
over
sorry.
here? Yeah,
Would you just tell them about like the features?
my quintessential heterosexual media, I think we labeled it.
Yeah.
You labeled.
Oh, yeah, you labeled it.
Would you just tell them what like the two big things were?
I think
what
it
were
was
the two big examples?
My Jane Austen collection, the
Yeah.
Percy Jackson series. I've got the Iliad and the Odyssey. I've got all of the Shakespeare collections and my lexicons as well.
I'd just like to say the defense rests, Your Honor. The defense rests.
Just a laundry list of bisexual literature.
H.P. Lovecraft is all on there.
Okay, we have to talk about it. I don't want to, because you could put a heart rate monitor on me and a blood pressure monitor and it would spike. Unbeknownst to the audience, the character introduced to you as Kaylin, who is our ally, has the exact same voice, species, and dramatic entrance as the most evil BBEG that our home game has ever faced. And so you can also go back and watch the episode with a little fun Easter egg. You'll watch me, Ben, Patrick, and Drew, all of our faces pale with horror as ostensibly our mayor, narrator, ally is introduced because we think we're about to be murdered. JP! Speak! Sorry, wait, I want to hear from Shaylee, but JP, defend yourself, and you will not win.
Go on.
I have a pretty good defense for this. See, I was taking an Epsom salt bath, and I just thought... And I was just sitting in there, and I was thinking about the campaign, and I was like, it'd be really fun is if I took a voice and character that every time I do it makes them out loud go, motherfucker, and I made him really nice and like one of the main quest givers. And that is how you got Kaylin Drosk.
Wouldn't that just be evil?
It says a lot about you that to help you relax, you think of ways to traumatize your players. You're in an Epsom salt bath. you're reclining and relaxing yourself, and you're like, this is nice. Should I turn on some soothing music? Watch a show I love? No. I'm going to fantasize about traumatizing my friends. That's you. That's what you do.
Straight to jail.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shaylee, what were you going to say before I yelled at JP?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're fine. I saw your faces, and I just remember being like, why are they, like, acting like that? Because, like, you guys also were like, oh, no. I think, like, Twig maybe said something, but someone was, like, really skeptical of Kaylin, and I was like...
Yeah, I really let my character, myself bleed through my character there. I distrusted him immediately.
Yeah, he has the same accent, the same class, the same accoutrement, the same race.
But I was like, but he sounds so nice. I was like, why are you guys so skeptical?
Because that voice has tried to murder them and has done terrible things to all of them.
And now I know.
And because they always sound nice. Once you get to know JP, you'll realize they always sound nice.
Right.
It's true. All of my villains do sound
Kalen
nice.
is the big bad, is what I'm hearing.
We solved it. We solved it.
It's over. We're done.
All right, great season, guys.
As if I would make it that simple for you.
And the silos are a Pythagoras cup that we have to solve, so the next session's going to be super easy.
That's an off-camera reference.
That's a whole other thing to tell all of you.
The last thing that I had in my notes, so we could talk about, whatever we want, did I think Zero put this together, but maybe Zero will put it together and Stone has. In both of our session zeros, did we have necrotic explosives?
That's what
I know me, Alden, and Twig did. Did our other group recognize some decay and ash?
We were fighting. What you explain it,
JP?
Well, your character saw it, but
Yes.
we were fighting sand wolves, and then as they retreated into their den, Madge, with a perception check, saw the sands that covered the den had spots of this black ash.
It was
So
there
Percival-
for a second.
Yeah, Percival didn't clock it at all, but Madge did.
Suspicious. And then did Kaia didn't recognize it, right?
Well, I rolled a nat 1, so
That's
no.
right. Sorry to bring that up.
Yeah,
that
but
makes
also,
sense.
it makes sense, yeah, because yeah.
It may come up in character, so we won't give away the whole goose, but Zero, Alden, and Twig are very familiar with that explosive.
Yeah, it left a sore taste in our mouths, as it were.
Yes.
The person who used it isn't around anymore.
Thank God.
Ooh, damn.
Well, JP, care to enlighten us about what that might mean for the future of the campaign?
Well,
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're actually out of time. That is the
we were both going for the same joke.
That is the end of our episode of Downtime. Please tune in again next week to get all of the inside scoop. We'll see you there. Bye. Hello, weary travelers, and welcome. My name is Stone Mountain, and this is Downtime, the only post-episode show where we take the time to get down. And then again, we're going to cut in music. Every single time, we definitely have done it. Cut in music. We're here to debrief about the roll call main campaign episode you hopefully just watched. Talk about our favorite bits, our leading conspiracy theories, and our most memeable moments. To get us started, it's time for an icebreaker. Today's icebreaker is a real sweet one. What's your character's favorite animal? Oh, I switched off my pages. Who should I start with? Kaia.
Okay. So here's the thing. Are we talking about, does it have to be like only a D&D animal, or can it be like
it could be a mythical creature that exists. But beasts exist in the monster manual. So you could pick like a raccoon or whatever.
Slay. Okay, then but it's really between two. Either a dire wolf, because they're so strong and slay, and an armadillo.
Oh, I love both of those.
And do I say why, or does it matter? Or
no, don't.
I won't.
No, please do.
Oh,
if you want to.
I thought we were leaving mystery up. Anyways, no, I mean direwolf definitely for the strength and shit. And then I think for the armadillo, she chose an armadillo. I think she likes them because they feel. This is for the audience. They're hard on the outside. They're tough, but underneath all that shell, they're pretty fragile, pretty vulnerable. Anyways.
Wow. We're really digging deep here on Downtime this episode.
Excuse me for a moment. I'm going to Google armadillo stat blocks.
Giant armadillo is the BBEG. Percival.
It's got to be a weasel. I mean, he loves Glimmer Scamper. There's a reason why he adopted Glimmer Scamper. Yeah, weasels, stoats, I think any of those cute little short things. And I clearly have a thing for things that have tiny legs.
Would you include ferrets in that?
I would, but specifically I'm talking about things with short little legs.
Of course.
Like this.
Like sweet little
little things that have tiny little noses, short little paws, and walk 3 inches off the ground. That's, yeah, I think that I just love all things that look like that.
Amazing. Madge.
Well, Madge's favorite animal, it's a classic. You all know it. You all love it. It is the crocodile. And if you're not subscribed to the Patreon, you might not even know what the fuck that is. But consider you have something to look forward to.
And if you're not subscribed to the Patreon and you're watching this, fuck you. That's piracy.
Criminal.
Yeah, wait, hold on. How did you get this?
Wait a minute.
Wait.
How'd you get on this Patreon?
We are Netflix. We're cracking down on password sharing.
No password sharing. What is this? Dropout TV? Not yet. Sam Reich, we're huge fans. Please come on the show.
We'd love
Sam.
to have you on the show, please. Sam, and tell us where you're from. We've all been wondering.
I understand that reference. Who have I? Alden.
Alden's favorite animal. Alden's favorite animal would probably be getting really specific. And I guess I am making this animal canon. So sorry, JP, if you didn't plan it, but I think you're gonna like it. Grinning cats. He would love grinning cats, and he would have definitely read about them and found them very fascinating. It's basically like the Fae, D&D version of the Cheshire Cat. Very smart, very stealthy, very much Alden's vibe. Either that or razorback whales. And again, if you don't know what that is, you're gonna find out.
Ominous. Twig.
By happenstance, Twig's favorite animal is also my personal favorite animal for many of the same reasons, which is a water buffalo. If you are not familiar, everyone loves them. They are bull creatures with 2 humps on their back, very large humps, and they have kind of like Texas Longhorn style horns that come out pretty far. And then they also have beards, and their favorite thing to do is lay around in the mud. But they're incredibly strong, but they never use their strength. They just chill. They're so chill. And I love them, and everyone loves them, and some of them are fast, and some of them are slow. And these are references, and some people will get them.
This is profound.
Amazing. I think me. Zero's favorite animal. I think Zero's not a big animal guy. He doesn't really like. I think he likes like household animals. I just think he's not, nature-y. So I do think his favorite animal cringe is a grizzly bear because I think it's what Twig most often turns into. And he really likes that form. And we pull lots of little cons and stunts with it.
Kiss.
JP, what's
Yeah, pick one. Pick your favorite.
Elbow. I want to know elbows.
Kaylin's favorite animal.
Oh, those are two very different options. I'll tell you both. Kaylin's favorite animal, probably without a doubt, even though he's not a wizard, is probably a cat. Kaylin's a cat guy. For sure. Like, love, yeah. Although I would say elbow? Probably. I feel like Elbow likes deer, and I won't explain anything more than that. I think he just likes to, like he would like feed the deer in his backyard and like hope they come back. That's like that's who Elbow is.
Okay.
To your cat point, what is an artificer but a steampunk wizard? That's my hot take. Fight me. So the cat makes all the sense in the world.
Meow.
Because wizards love cats.
Andrew Lloyd Webber, we're big fans. We'd love to have you on the show.
Well,
we're big fans of like some of your work.
Whoa! This is turning into musical theater hot takes.
Whoa,
we can't have
holy
this.
Shit!
Oh
we
my
can't have
God.
musical theater hot takes on this.
Save it for Oops All Bards. Well, wonderful. What an episode. Hijinks ensued. Where to begin? I don't know if it's going to make it into the edit. Do we want to talk about clocks?
That was so funny. If we do, can we talk about it?
Like
even if it doesn't,
leave it in. I feel like we gotta.
Yeah,
It has to.
it was really funny, JP. And it doesn't make you look
really
dumb.
funny.
I promise it doesn't make you look dumb.
I want it
It's in
in.
there.
I was trying to I was trying to describe the battlefield, and I realized I was looking at it like as if the battlefield were a proscenium, and I was saying, well, if Kaylin's 12 o'clock, then you would be, and I was trying to say, so you'd be here and he'd be here, but you were like, no, my 12 o'clock, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know, I guess that would make you like 3.
And that's exactly how you said it, Ben. You cursed him out.
And that's exactly how he
You called
responded.
him stupid and ugly. And he started crying and you laughed.
And I am. Both
And
those
he is.
things.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about how you almost didn't allow the Mastermind's bonus action just to spite Ben? That he did sort of like a flavored, like, I'm giving my bonus action help, which is just an ability I have. And the way I'll do it is like, look out, there's a crack there. And you're like, you're so mean. You're so dumb. It almost doesn't work. And then it circles around and works really well because you're ugly. Because I really liked it. And I thought it was fun.
I was trying to cover for the fact I forgot that was your bonus action for a second, and you didn't say I'd like to use my bonus action to give the help action. And we had previously talked about you being able to give the help action, but we hadn't talked about it. I forgot it was the bonus action. And so I had just described it based off of the flavor, and then you were like, no, it's my bonus action. Mechanically that works. And I was like, oh, fuck, how do I get out of this? So then I was just really mean. And that is...
I genuinely, you yes-anded yourself and him so well, though. Like, to circle around and be like, this mechanic just happens, so I'm not going to, like, take it away because I already said, but I want to honor the reality I've already set, so I'm going to make the insight so unhelpful that it bolsters their confidence and gives an advantage. I think that's brilliant, genuinely.
Well, that's I'm sometimes limitation is the
mother of invention.
Yes, I couldn't think of the actual.
Speaking of invention and also giving JP props, I gotta say, as someone with a background in technical theater, when he was talking about Kalen's magical tools, I really wanted to ask more about the tools. I want those tools. They seem very useful and helpful. I would like to own one.
They are profoundly useful and they don't exist. This is called
fun.
fantasy.
It's fun watching Patrick play a druid, like, industry hating when they're like, anytime, like, you're our tech person for all of our troubles. Oh no. And he's gone.
The timing of that was crazy.
He said, "Don't call me out."
He was like, "No, I don't do that. I don't help him with that."
Since he just gave his, if we do, this is Patreon. We're best friends. We're not going to cut any of this. Maybe the stuff about Andrew Lloyd Webber and the stuff about the church.
No, now we got to keep Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Maybe. I think that's basically. Let's do our. I would love to do our roses. Does anyone have? I feel like that was a great rose from Patrick to JP. Does anybody else have a rose to give to anyone at all?
Oh, I thought it was brilliant when Kaia freaking parted the Red Seas.
I thought that was cool too.
That was definitely deserving of the inspiration. That was awesome.
Thanks.
It's so. I'm gonna jump in because that was also my rose. It's so rewarding and such a special kind of like high to write something, with friends, with help, but like write something alone on a Google Doc and be like, is this dumb? Is anyone going to care about this? And then to see it used in action in such a creative way, being like, oh man, our homebrew subclasses are awesome. Check out the book when we put it online. It was such a beautiful introduction to that class, that like to that subclass, that we had all of this sandstorm stuff happening and that Kaia was able to like really spring into action. It was very beautiful.
And genuinely, like, full disclosure, I did not like premeditate like, oh, this will be a great like feature for Kaia. I was just like coming up with things that would happen, and I was so delighted that you chose to use that. It was perfect.
Thanks. I got scared because I was like, oh, my subclass, yay! And then I was like, the name of it is still in the works. So I was like, I can't like officially say the subclass X, Y, and Z. So for those watching out there, it's still, the title's still in the works. It won't be when you buy the book,
yes.
though.
Any other roses? I'll give another one. I thought Madge did a really wonderful job. I'll just say all three of our beefcakes, Percival, Madge, and Kaia, really stepped up. Madge severing the fan with the rust, Percival saving the like maintenance worker who got caught in this disaster, the unluckiest man in all of the Badlands. I loved it.
That was my rose. Percival's like action over the shield, because I was like, okay, so I thought that like Madge was gonna like telekinetically like pull him, and then I was like, oh, but what if something happens like before that turn? And then Percival like coming in with the shield, I was like, oh, that's really cool. So I like how creative everyone is.
I thought there was something so poetic and lovely, both on a player-to-player basis, knowing your personalities as people, and a character thing, that Stone Zero is like, wait, I'm not the right person, but I have this complex plan, I really thought about it. And then Drew is just like, I have a shield. And yeah, I found that very fun.
When we get to season 2 and I make the most min-maxed character in existence, I don't want to hear it from anybody, because Stone's trying to push himself and play a guy who's having a hard time early and not be all super powerful. We're doing it once because it's hard and it makes my brain hurt. But
yeah, I love the fact that you have like +10 to initiative, and it's just like, you're always going to be first.
Yeah, why do you have that?
Every single situation.
Whoa.
I can hear.
Yay!
It's hardcore.
And that's how I'm gonna kill Zero. Oh, hi, Stone. Sorry.
Hi, Stone. Welcome back.
What?
I wrote this down. I think it had to do with Percival, but it might have to do with Kaia. Look with your special eyes.
Yeah,
my
I wanted to say
fan.
that too. I wanted to say it so bad.
Because I think JP at one point said, look with your special eyes.
He did. He said you look with your special eyes, and my finger was hovering over the mute button.
And
I was
we
like,
had the one
should
that
I
had the
say
context.
should I say look with your special eyes right now? And I didn't. To my credit, I didn't say it.
Really impressive.
I have
And that you could go my fan instead of my brand because it was about the fan.
My brand.
Okay.
Really good stuff here on the downtime. Anything else, anybody?
No.
I'm just so glad you wrote
I
that
see a hand
down.
from SJ. No, we've got more content. Please. What's up, girl?
I want to. My rose, I love all of you dearly, but my rose for this episode goes to my boyfriend who bought me this shawl from the Renaissance Fair because he was thinking of me and he thought it reminded him of Madge, so he got me a shawl and I get to wear it and get into my Madge-ness.
My Madgeness. That's
Hell
so
yeah.
sweet.
Oh,
My
there she
matches.
go.
Oh, there we go.
I go.
What?
There I go.
Oh, there we go.
She's here. But yeah, that's my rose.
beautiful.
Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy, we're huge fans. Please come on the show.
Please come on the show.
Special guest. Bring him in. He would do it. He could sit right here next to me.
My
Little
audio
special
cut out
character.
again, but I can guess what we're talking about. I think we're out of time, guys. Thank you so much for watching Downtime. Tune in next week to watch the only show that takes the time to get down. Bye. Hello, weary adventurers, and welcome. My name is Stone Mountain, and this is Downtime, the only post-episode show that takes the time to get down. It's going down. I'm
Yes,
yelling
I still don't like
behind
it.
the paywall. It's okay. We better move. We're here to debrief about the roll call main campaign episode you hopefully just watched. Talk about our favorite bits, our leading conspiracy theories, and our most memeable moments. But to get us started, it's time for an icebreaker! And this one comes straight out of our main episode. We asked Patrick, but we didn't ask the rest of us, what is your class crush? If you could only play one class for the rest of your life, what would it be? Shaylee.
Well, actually, I think we talked about this, like, I don't know, on a phone call at some point. But I think my favorite class is probably fighter, actually, because it's so versatile. Like, I can do kind of whatever I like. I can have someone who's ranged. I can have someone who's melee. I can have some spells if I want. So it's like I get to kind of taste a lot of different things, and I like doing that in real life. So I guess that's why it bleeds over. I don't know.
Makes perfect sense. SJ.
I would have to say monk because my first time I ever played monk in real D&D was in one of Ben's campaigns that we've still only done one session of.
It's on hiatus. It's coming back.
Listen,
We're busy. It's on hiatus. It will come back.
it's
I
written.
know. I believe it. But I played at one session as a monk in that, and then I also beat Baldur's Gate 3 on honor mode as a monk. And I love key. I love it's a bunch of little attacks that like build up over time. I feel like my dice love monks as well. I just think it's such a fun, and I just love a martial class. Sue me. I love getting up there, doing a little pow 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 pow, and then walking away. What about it? You. That's my answer.
I love that.
Period.
I feel like that's also like a rare answer. I think monks don't get a lot of love, but
I love a monk. Those key points fuck me up,
It's
work me out.
boss. JP, what's your favorite class?
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about fuck me up, work me out. But, oh, God. Honestly, my first character I ever played was an Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. And I think that they are, I just have a love for Aberrant Mind Sorcerers. I don't know why. I love, like, the lore. I like psychic things. As anyone who has played in my last campaign will tell you, I love psychic-themed things. And although from my campaigns you'd think I love artificers, but no, Aberrant Mind Sorcerer.
That's a great one. Drew, what's your favorite class? Can you hear us?
Was it to me? Sorry.
Yes. What's your favorite class? What's your class crush? If it could only be one, what would it be?
If I could only be one. Oh, God. Because my first ever campaign was the one where I met this party for a little background, and that was my first ever character, which was a ranger. And then I've played wizard since then. But it might be ranger. I do like half-casters because I think kind of what Shaylee was saying is like, I like the ability to be kind of whatever, even though ranger is objectively a terribly optimized like thing. I think it is fun to do horribly multi-classed rangers because it's just fun.
Horribly optimized like healing, right?
Oh, that's
We can't rehash this.
The most optimized.
I will say it is so funny that Rangers is both in 2014 and 2024 are like dunked on, and yet Drew's Ranger in our home game does bananas damage. And it is the multi-class, it is the build, but like he's pulling his weight.
It's also the things I've given
The
him that I
magic
regret
items
giving
might
him.
be helping out. Could be. Ben, I just can't for the life of me guess what your answer would be. What if you could play one class? What would it be?
Well, I mean, we all know that it's hard for me to just pick one class to begin with. But
Actually, that's kind of fair.
That's true. You love to multi-class, but you multi-class
if I were
out
to
of
pick
and into.
one, I would have to say probably much like SJ, the Stoic monk. Just
Lies!
You're a liar. You're a liar.
No.
Stop it.
That's false. You're lying to us.
That's right. I'm lying because I'm a rogue and a charisma rogue at that.
A swashbuckler.
He is a
No,
swashbuckler.
not a swashbuckler.
Not a swashbuckler.
That's actually
Every other
true.
subclass
A
just
charisma
built
rogue.
like a swashbuckler.
Yes, it is rogue. The
No
class. I don't think
intelligence,
I've been
only
in.
charisma for me.
I've been in many campaigns with Ben, and I don't think I've been in a campaign with you where you haven't been a full rogue or at least part rogue, where the multi-class has involved several levels of
Well,
rogue.
even
And
if
I
you
love it.
suggest to him a joke character, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I know a rogue subclass for that." It's like think outside that box.
That's so true. It's never like, oh, man, that could be a
It's
cleric.
always combined with other things. There's just always a little rogue peppered in there.
You like
Whether
what you like.
it's for story reasons or mechanical reasons, I can always justify it.
No wrong way to play. You like what you like, and I respect it. And we already asked Pat. Oh.
Call him out.
If you watched the episode, which hopefully you did, because there's going to be spoilers in this recap. Patrick, do you want to repeat your answer?
Sure. Yeah, I just I love healing classes, so it would be cleric, and it just stems from my early days playing World of Warcraft as a healer and never having to wait in dungeon lobbies. What about you, Stone?
I know it said only one class, so I'm going to give one class. I just want to say my honorable mention is Paladins, because Paladins was my first and favorite class. I love big, shiny, religious trauma beefcakes. But my number one class, if I could only play one class, would be Wizard. As we talked about sometimes in the episode, I am our resident rules lawyer, and it is sometimes hard for me to play characters that aren't that don't know things about the world, and so it's very nice to know that I'm playing a class that is smarter than me. So if Stone knows something, maybe that class can know it. And Wizards are just the coolest, strongest. They get the best spells. They, can the easiest path forward to try to ascend to godhood, which most of my characters try to do. So I love my magic.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, wizard would be my number one.
Just don't get caught at level 1.
Yeah, no. If we're starting a level 1 campaign, I'm not picking wizard.
No, wizard's great if you actually remember to pick utility spells as well, and so you don't have to use combat spells for utility purposes.
Oh yeah. like Scorching Ray or something. I really liked it. I was nervous for a split second, and then I really liked it. Perfect.
It was smart.
It was.
I looked at my spell list and I was like, there is so little I have to work with here. I'm just going to try something.
Perfect transition. I really felt like everybody was like kind of firing on all cylinders in this, our second episode with the... was it a water condenser?
Water condenser, yes.
Near exploding water condenser. I really liked the Scorching Ray. I think I maybe said this in a part that we might cut around, but I was really worried. My brain doesn't know how water condensers work, but I was like, hydrogen is super flammable, and we weren't clear on where you were aiming. Once it was clear where you were aiming, it was a great idea
now that you know that what's at the top of it, do you understand my concern?
Your concern was nuclear fission. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I was like, where are you trying to hit?
Right at that little sun thingy. And let's just see what happens.
That was my one of my roses though for this episode. Was I just thought that was really creative. Again, so scared, but it was so creative. I loved it.
And for all we know, how bad me and Madge were doing in that water probably saved some lives.
Right?
So,
yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to give one of my roses, and we can just talk about the episode in general, but I want to give it to Madge. We've already had like a 3-episode arc of the telekinetic movement, of it being being a beautifully, narratively, perhaps a wasted turn in our first fight, as Madge is this inexperienced fighter trying to disarm the ogre gunman. And then to transition that to this episode where you are able to telekinetically fling the lever right to its place. I just really loved that.
I also shout out to Twig for being an octopus. And I honestly, part of me, I was like, please tell me his little tentacles are wrapped around that thing. So I just a flying lever with an octopus strapped on it. I think telekinetic movement is my favorite part of this build of my character, and anytime I can use it, I want to use it. And I was like, maybe I can like vault it into the hole, and it worked out, and it was super. I was very excited.
Honestly, if anyone out there wants to do fan art of that moment, I would be
please. I was literally
please,
thinking, I was like, we don't have enough fans. But if when fans, come back and watch, I was like, when they do like D&D animated and they pick a scene, I was like, please pick that scene of the octopus underneath Zero grabbing this and flying across the screen.
It was
I want to see that
cinematic.
animated.
It was cinematic for sure. I loved it. And also, speaking of octopus, my rose is fucking Twig being 1 inch thick and going inside the machine to near a tiny sun and closing it up while he's holding his breath? Question mark. I loved that. That was really dope.
That was an unfortunate. I was reading the octopus character sheet and I saw the compression thing and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I got to figure out a way to use that, and didn't realize that right underneath compression it says that he can only breathe underwater. And then I would just continue to read that after I had my idea, and I was like, oh, I guess I'm also holding my breath.
I love the way it turned out, though. I really did. And also, you got to see something I didn't think you were going to get to see.
Yeah, that's cool. We got some extra lore out of it. That's always nice.
I have another rose. This is sort of skipping to the end of the episode, but I want to give a rose to Alden Ben for the through line of Alden's crush on Boris. That's been this like little sprinkled thing that I think Ben and I had talked about off mic that was kind of unexpectedly came to life. But immediately when the mention of Boris was there, Alden, still drunk off his ass, was like, hey, big boy. I just really like it.
I was taking a note And right when I finished writing and my brain was clocking back into what was happening, I caught that JP was talking in that accent, and I went, "Is that Boris?" Because Alden immediately, that was like the Alden part of my brain going, oh, he's where?
I ship it.
Right here.
And Boris completely not recognizing that it's flirtation and or complete disinterest is also really tickles me. It's an uphill battle, and I hope Alden succeeds.
Unfortunately, Kanana.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's not untrue. Anyone Ben tries to seduce.
It's my
Yeah,
curse.
who do you think the big bad is?
I mean, I think Stone thinks it's Elbow.
Madge also thinks it's Elbow. She hates him.
It's either Elbow or Silas, but it really could go either way. Really could go. The Silas character who shows up and like sets off a bomb in the city, or Elbow because he's annoying.
It's one of the two.
I think Kaia thinks it's either Silas or probably one of the people in the party is associated with the big bad. I think she's suspicious.
You really are. I love that. I want to give roses, actually, because, like, it's very easy to do this in, like, an annoying way, and you didn't do this, but, like, I think it was the coolest way of being like, I don't trust this party. I don't want to be a part of this party. But then, like you totally understand why you have to work. I don't know. I just thought that scene was cool. I wasn't expecting that aside, and I just thought that scene was really cool and grounded, and I loved it.
Oh, thanks.
That was another one of mine. I loved it.
I always get scared of like, you know, being like too main character with that type of stuff.
No,
I want to play true to the character, and I also like wanted to dive more into her relationship with Kaylin, and I was like, I feel like this will also help her progression with the party, because that will like force her to be into it, and I know she needs to be with them, so it kind of sets her on this like journey where obviously those relationships will then maybe flourish.
It's
maybe
fun for us. Fun for us because like we know what our motives are, but seeing like what your character's interpretation of our motives are just it makes me excited for what we all have to reveal later on.
Yes.
And I also just like, by the way, I just kind of realized I never really talked to you about it, so this is something for the Patreon only. You and I, Shaylee, I almost combined your character name and your real name and called you Kaylee. I'm sorry.
That happens in real life too, so that's okay.
Oh, I'm sure, but we should talk because I think I want to give you some insider information about that red monocle.
Word. Okay.
I don't want to give anybody else that, but just you.
I'm down.
What
Tell me where.
Insider Hollywood.
Well, we could all pester JP about what that monocle does, but unfortunately, we're out of time. Thank you so much for watching Downtime.
Oh, no.
Tune in next week to the only after show that takes the time to get down. Bye. Bye-bye.
Next week's special guest star, Bob McWeave.
Oh my god.
Oh, we didn't even talk about copyright.
Oh shit. Leave this all in.
8 seconds. We get 8 seconds of copyright. We're all good.
Please don't sue us, King of the Hill. Goodbye.
Please.
It's called parody law, bitch.
It's fair use.
Fair use.
Whoa, wasn't that fun? Thank you so much for watching. But tell me, aren't you a little upset that episode 5 isn't here? Well, have no fear. Head over to our Patreon where episode 5 of Roll Call and episode 5 of Downtime are both live right now. Of course, episode 5 of Roll Call will still come out next week on all platforms for free. But if you just can't wait to get your roll call fix, go to www.patreon.com/rollcallproductions and become a patron today. Patrons will get weekly access to Downtime episodes, which will become a Patreon exclusive after next week. But that's not all. You'll also get early access to Roll Call campaign episodes, our exclusive Session 0 episodes, BTS content, and so much more. So one more time, that's www.patreon.com/rollcallproductions. I hope to see you there, good looking. Bye.